Hey, family and friends, welcome back to another edition of the Midweek Word with Pastor Ron. I pray that you're doing well and everyone is staying encouraged. Last week we had the incredible conversation with my brother, Minister Darius Woodard. Powerful insights, real talk, and a whole lot of wisdom he shared. If you missed that episode, make sure you go back to YouTube. Just search Pastor Ron MVBC and catch up. You don't want to miss it. Now, let's jump right back into that conversation with Minister Darius Woodard. Let's go. We're back again. We've been talking about music as ministry. And so the question today is, do we guard against music becoming entertainment rather than ministry? We understand that, and I'm saying this because I've been to some churches actually where I don't want to hear their choir sing because it's like they didn't rehearse. I mean, the leader being one key, the choir being another key, the musician being another key, and of course these are small churches and stuff. But how important is it that music is, that we prepare and that we sing in excellence? And we're gonna talk about that today.
Yeah. I believe that anything that you do unto or before the Lord, you should do it. You should prepare it.
Yes.
Now, and I won't even say use the word prepare, but more so put your best foot.
I would prepare. Preparation.
But
Choir rehearsal.
Yes, preparation is mandatory, but you putting your best foot forward. So with that comes preparation.
Mm-hmm.
With that comes you have to kind of gather yourselves and assemble your people in a manner that is going to be your best foot before the Lord, not necessarily before man,
That's
but
right.
before the Lord, literally, I can think of just how sometimes, in order for me to give my best to Him, that requires me to, first of all, consecrate myself, posture myself at home. A lot of this preparation that we need to be doing is the preparation at home. Men should always fast and pray. Why are we doing that? Because we want to present ourselves in a specific manner before the Lord in His name,
Yes.
As well as before His people. We don't want any flaws, and I'm just talking about spiritual stuff now, but we don't want any spiritual flaws to be visible in front of man. In the pulpit, we're stained with all the worldly stuff that we have done throughout the week. You're not consecrated enough.
Yes.
So the first piece in my mind is to consecrate your spirit, align your mind and heart and your spirit together. So, and that can eliminate half of the stuff that you present before the people.
Now I'm gonna throw you off. Now suppose I went to the club last night, but how do I consecrate myself? 'Cause I gotta sing in the morning now. So what do I do? I mean, I know that's
Well, you probably don't have a lot of time. Now, God is a forgiving God.
Yes.
He is. He knew you was going before you even went.
Yeah.
So He is forgiving. But there is a way that you should posture yourself. And if going to the club last night and you go to sleep and you wake up this morning and it's oh my goodness, now it's time for me to go and it's time for me to do my thing. That's a lot of. I have seen that operation a lot.
Yes.
I was one of the ones who operated in that manner. I'm just being so honest.
Me too.
Yeah. But what you have to do is you have to get to a point in your mind where you say, for God I live and for God I die. I don't know how to tell you honestly how to do that in that moment. How to okay, God forgive me so I can go do this. That's not really how He works. He said, abide in me and I'll abide in you. There's no way He can be in you if you're not abiding in Him. He can cover us, He can dispatch His angels, He can do all of that, but what you are pouring out, sometimes we minister and pour out from old testimonies. God healed us from cancer and things 10 years ago. And has He done anything else for you since then?
Yes.
So if you're trying to live this double life thing, it's only going to get you by so long. So I don't really know how to tell people how to live double life, double minded. I don't know how to do that. All I can do is tell you the word, and the word says, "Abide in me, and I abide in you." And he was just the preacher was so, it was very small, but he was just saying, "He that dwells
Yeah.
shall abide." If you dwell, you shall abide under his wings.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm thinking of as a minister, as a singer. As long as I'm abiding, I shall be under the shadow of the Almighty. I'm always going to be covered. I'm always going to find some safety, and I'm always going to find strength. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for strength to be able, and we're looking for anointing power and all of these things, these attributes that come from abiding in Him and abiding in His Word, so that we're able to deliver a song in the most utmost way. You know.
So we're singing entertaining. And it could be to a point, but we have to prepare for it.
Yeah.
We have to prepare. You got to have this right soprano, alto, and tenor note, bass, baritone, and you get the musicians has to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
Musicians have to practice at some point. And this is me talking. You're supposed to be asking all the questions.
No,
good. And the choir director has to be on point. The leader has to be on point. Even if we stayed out all night last night, God still deserves, and the people still deserve a great song, music and ministry. Now, the question I have, this is another question. If the audience is not standing up, does that mean you're not doing well? Hello, family and friends. We got to pause the conversation for today. What a great conversation. But tune in next week, same time, for the Midweek Word with Pastor Ron, as we continue our conversation with my friend, brother, Minister Darius Woodard, as we continue to talk about music in ministry during this Black History Month. See you next week on the Midweek Word with Pastor Ron. You be blessed.